Hello everybody, welcome back to Anantha Lakshmi Academy. Today we are going to deal with one of the important concepts of coordinate geometry, which is section formula. The first topic of today is section formula. Not only here in 10th class, this will be useful to you guys, especially when you are, if you are a student who is aspiring to study intermediate MPC group, then these things will be useful. This coordinate geometry total chapter will be useful to you in intermediate as well for the subject 1B. Alright, so what is this section? What are we going to deal with in section formula? Even before getting to know about what is the section formula, let me tell you what is called as a section first of all. Okay, let us consider 2 points. One is x1 y1 and the other is x2 y2. Let me name this as A and the other as B. Remember, I took 2 points in such a way that is neither a parallel line nor a perpendicular line. It's a slanting line. Alright, because we are dealing with coordinate geometry, this is neither parallel to x-axis nor to y-axis. Alright, so what happens when 2 points are here, x1, y1 and x2, y2. Say for suppose, I say a point P whose coordinates are x, y. A point P is put on the line AB. Now, I am going to say that this point P divides AB in the ratio M1, M2 internally. Alright, what am I saying? This point P divides the line joining AB in the ratio M1 and M2 such that AP by PB is equal to M1 by M2. Alright, listen to me carefully. So what are we trying to say? We had 2 points and a line joining them, AB. When a point P divides AB in the ratio M1 is to M2, what will be the coordinates of x, y? What will be the coordinates of x, y? That is what we are going to learn in section formula. Now, what is happening here is P is dividing a line AB into 2 sections. AP is one section and PB is the other section. Alright, so here the point P divides AB into 2 sections, AP and PB, in the ratio M1 and M2. Alright, that is what this section is. So, in the section formula, we are going to learn the coordinates of a point P which divides the line segment AB into 2 sections. Those coordinates we are going to learn. Alright, so let me show what are those coordinates. The point P of x, y will be M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2, comma, M1 y2 plus M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. Now, do not bother about how to remember this formula. This is quite simple. If you look at the ratio, when the ratio is M1, the coordinate will be x2. Since this is x coordinate, all the terms are in x itself. So, when it is M1, this is x2. When it is M2, this is x1. And the denominator will be the sum of the ratios. That is nothing but M1 plus M2. And the y coordinate is also the same. M1 y2 plus M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. Alright. Now that I said this is nothing but, okay, this is called as section formula, wherein we learned the coordinates of a point which divides the line segment into 2 sections in the ratio M1, M2. Alright, that is the first thing which we have learned. Now what happens? Now that the ratio is given as M1 and M2, now we have a formula. Now, if I say that the same point P divides AB in the ratio K is to 1, that is nothing but our M1 is to M2 becomes K is to 1. What happens? It's just that we just need to substitute M1 k in the place of m1 and 1 in the place of m2. So let us figure that out. So p of x comma y will be kx2 plus x1 by m1 plus m2 comma ky2 plus y1 by m1 plus m2. Alright, that is when the ratio is k is to 1. Now, what if I say this point divides this into two equal halves, meaning P is the midpoint of AB. Alright, what happens when P is the midpoint? What is it? Midpoint of AB. What is the meaning of midpoint? Midpoint is nothing but which divides the line segment into two equal halves, meaning m1 is to m2 becomes what? It divides them in the equal ratio, nothing but 1 is to 1. So what happens to our point P? P of x comma y would be, substitute 1 in place of m1 and m2, that becomes x2 plus x1 by 1 plus 1 is 2 comma y2 plus y1 by 2. This can be written as x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2 simply. So what have we learned now? We have learned the section formula. What is the section formula? When the point divides the line segment into n number of ratios, like first ratio is k is to 1, and what happens when P becomes the midpoint of AB. That's what we have learned in the section formula. Alright, now let us jump into the next topic, which is trisectional point of a line. Okay, trisectional points of a line. What is this trisectional point of a line? What is the name says? It says tri. Tri means 3 sections, which we have learned just now, isn't it? So if I consider a line segment, say for suppose this is my line segment A and B. Okay, now I have P, Q. The points PQ divides AB into 3 equal halves. The points PQ divides AB into 3 equal halves. Alright, the points P and Q divides AB into 3 equal halves. Alright. The points P and Q divides AB into 3 equal halves. Then P and Q are said to be the trisectional points of AB because they are dividing it into 3 equal parts. Then P and Q are called trisectional points. Trisectional points of which line? AB, isn't it? Now, when I said PQ divides AB into 3 equal halves, it divides them in the ratio 1, 1, 1. AP is 1, PQ is 1, QB is 1. That's when we say equal ratio, right? Instead, if you consider 2, 2, 2, they gets cancelled and remaining will be 1 itself. Alright. So, what happens now? When I ask you, like P divides AB in the ratio, P divides AB in the ratio, AP is 1, PB is 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, remember this. P divides AB in the ratio 1 is to 1 plus 1, 2. P divides AB in the ratio 1 is to 2. Likewise, Q divides AB in the ratio, Q divides AB in the ratio, here Q, AP plus PQ, 1 plus 1 is 2. In the ratio 2 is to 1. This we need to remember. We will encounter problems in exercise wherein they will be mentioning 2 points as the trisectional points and they will be asking you to figure out the coordinates. Alright, when you know the ratios, can you figure out the coordinates given the A and B? Yes, we can using the section formula. So that is trisectional points of a line. Let me tell you one more important concept, which is nothing but the centroid. Centroid. Alright. Now, what is centroid? Centroid is nothing but the point of concurrency of medians. What are the medians? Medians are nothing but the altitudes that are drawn from one of the vertex to the midpoint of the other side. Okay, from A I am going to draw one line. Okay, this did not divide BC into two equal halves, so better like this. So now BC is bisected by A. So A divides, let me name this as AD. AD divides BC into equal halves. Alright, now I'll draw one more like this and one more like this. The point of concurrency, where are these meeting? That is known as centroid. What is this? The point of concurrency of medians is known as centroid. Centroid denoted with capital G. Alright, now one more thing which we need to remember is centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Centroid is nothing but G, right? Now you know the notation. So G divides AD in the ratio 2:1, isn't it? Now if I say A as x1 y1, B as x2 y2, and C as x3 y3. Now what happens to D? D is nothing but the altitude, the median which is drawn from A. So AD bisects BC is what I said. So D becomes the midpoint of BC as AD bisects BC. What happens to the section formula when we said this bisects? When D is the midpoint of BC, what happens to D? D is nothing but x2 plus x3 by 2 according to our formula which we have learned just now, and y2 plus y3 by 2. Now, what do we need to find out? We need to know the centroid. Now, we know A, x1, y1, D, x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. Now, G divides AD in the ratio. G divides AD in the ratio. What is the ratio I said? 2:1. So, now that you know A, D and the ratio, can we figure out G using the section formula? Yes. G of x comma y is equal to, what is M2? M1 x2, 2 into x2 plus x3 by 2 plus M2 is 1. 1 into y1 is y1 itself by M1 plus M2 comma M1 y2. Y2 is y2 plus y3 by 2 plus 1 into y1 by 2 plus 1. This 2 gets cancelled. Now we have together, sorry, this is x1, yeah. So this is x1 plus x2 plus 3, x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. When you know three vertices of a triangle, the formula of the centroid is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Okay, these are the three important concepts that are needed for us to get started with the exercise 7.2. Okay, section formula, trisectional points and centroid. Alright, all the problems will be based on this. But even before we go to exercise, we need to go through the examples. All right, so please go through the examples as soon as you understand this concept. And if you want me to solve any of the section formula theory that is given in the textbook, please do let me know in the comment section. And if you are a new visitor to Anantha Lakshmi Academy, please do subscribe to Anantha Lakshmi Academy so that you will get to know whenever I upload a video on the 10th class mathematics. All right, and if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe to Anantha Lakshmi Academy. Thank you.